My name's Alan Lowry. I'm Managing Director of Environmental Street Furniture. We design and supply street furniture products, including solar products and theme products. And we currently export to 22 countries around the world. All of our staff are employed to sell, so by having people tied up and doing administration, it's not really what we want to be about. Flowlens has allowed us to reduce the amount of administration, both in terms of staff and also in terms of the time the other staff have to take to do administration. 30% less time is spent on administration now than it would have been before we introduced the Flowlens system. ESF's been trading now for just over 5.5 years. The first couple of years we spent concentrating on our home market. From year 3 we started developing a very detailed export policy. What's happened since then is we've been able to coordinate all of the projects in Flowlens, and last year we increased our sales by 36% just through being able to manage the process better. It's also meant we've been able to employ more staff to look after the sales side, but thankfully not needed for administration because the Flowlens looks after most of that for us. Before we introduced the Flowlens system, we had great difficulty in following through quotations and projects that we would quote. Basically every individual team member worked on their own, and that meant that there was no way of sharing information easily to be able to follow up projects. We also have issues with time zones as well, where we work in so many different time zones. We export as far away as Australia, as well as to the west coast in America, so basically it's a 20-hour day. And what Flowlens allowed us to do is to look at it remotely from our iPads or from our iPhones and be able to pull that information up at any time so that we could respond to the customer's needs. I think before we introduced Flowlens, a lot of the decisions we made were very sort of stick your finger in the air and hope for the best. Now what we've got is we've got very detailed reporting with regards to the amount of projects we've quoted, and it allows us to focus a lot more on where our success can be. There's no point just being busy fools and running around after a lot of stuff that's quoted that's never going to be ordered. I think when we introduced the CRM system, I was very skeptical. I've had a lot of experiences in large and small companies in the past with very onerous CRM systems that require you to put in a lot of information and don't give you a lot back. The beauty about the Flowlens system for us was that we were able to categorize through projects, not just through customers. So it allowed us to search. If we had a number of different customers looking to quote the same project, we could actually search by the project name rather than the customer. That made it a lot easier for us to choose Flowlens over a lot of the other options in the market. Everyone can access it, and even whenever we start new staff, it's really simple for them to jump right on board and be able to start following up projects we've already quoted. Because we're very much export focused, I travel extensively. I'm usually away 2 to 3 weeks every month, traveling all over the world. And the beauty about the Flowlens system, it allows me to take it in my pocket with me. So whether I have it on my iPhone or whether I have it on my iPad, I can look in every day to see the jobs that we've quoted, what we've been successful in, what we haven't been successful in, and then interrogate that system to find out exactly why. That gives us much more opportunity for success in the future. Every day, each of our salespeople will produce a report from Flowlens on what they've been doing that day. It allows us to direct our efforts a lot better with regards to who we follow up and how quickly we follow things up. What Flowlens allows us to do is to identify that by looking at patterns and trends that come through various customers on various product lines. So it means that the sales staff can be very much defined with regards to who they're following up and the success rate they'll get from that. When we put the Flowlens system in, it was great to be able to work with Rich and the rest of the team. It's great to know that they're at the end of a phone line or at the end of an email. So we would thoroughly recommend using Flowlens and working with the guys there.